Alright, and we're back. All of this intense gameplay has really heated me up. So I've abandoned the comfort of my hoodie. Alright, no power-ups, Super C. Here we go. Or not. Yeah, as much as I love Contra, I really love Super C. I like Super C a lot more than Contra, and that's not to say that Contra's bad. It's just to say that Super C is that good. Spread shot. Spread shot. No. Okay, good. No. Oh, we didn't die. I thought for sure I was gonna lose a life there. The world is a wondrous, miraculous place. So the side-scrolling levels are the best thing in either game by far, but I feel like I would rather do 100 of these top-down levels than one of those behind-the-back levels from the first one. Whoa! Threading the needle. Could you please stop spawning red guys behind me? Let's see how this goes. I feel like I've been having a lot of bad luck with this boss lately. I don't even know if it's mandatory to take the red guys out, now that I think about it. Might be a situation where if you just take out the green guy, you beat the boss, and maybe I'm wasting so much extra time. I should experiment with that. No, I stood up into a bullet. That was all my fault. We still haven't gotten the one credit clear in Super C yet, so even if we don't do a Deathless run, there's still a unique victory that we could achieve as long as we don't get any game overs. That was a foolish way to dance around. Manu, welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a good weekend. Contra 2. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Super C. Still practicing up, trying to get good at the game with no power-ups. We did the first Contra at the start of the stream, and I did 2 runs of it. The first run was decent, the second run was terrible. This run's been going okay so far, but I have unfortunately lost a life already. I thought I was standing on a platform that was supposed to sink. No, why did I jump? Victory leaps. I didn't change my category. Oh no. Victory, thank you. Yuck. I laid down into a bullet. I'm very unhappy about that. Don't hit me. I'm doing awful now. Awful. I lost so many lives to the bubbles. How many did we throw away there? 3? Disgusting. This was not a victory. There's nothing to celebrate about that level. Oh. Very, very disappointing level 4. Threading the needle. My reaction's delayed because I can't believe that I jumped through those bullets. I need to start playing some easier games. I don't know if I can beat this boss without losing our last life. This is going to be really, really tough. Yeah. From the top. I miss level 1 and 2. Those were the good old days where everything was going our way. I wonder if the pattern that this boss moves and attacks in, I wonder if it's actually consistent and like you could memorize it. I mean, I know the pattern it moves in is consistent, but I'm not sure if the timing of the attacks is consistent, then this boss could be like the most learnable boss in all of Contra, maybe. No, there's other bosses that are very learnable. Level 5 boss in the first game is very learnable. Why couldn't I do that last time? We could have saved ourselves. Could have saved ourselves time and heartache. Speaking of heartache. Here come the mouths. I couldn't squeeze by that. Really? It looked to me like there was plenty of room. I know I'm a broad-shouldered, burly Contra dude, but... No. I feel like level 7, this level here, is the one that has historically given me the most difficulties. So, hang on to your hats. When I eventually do the all power run, this is a part of the run that really scares me. I'm gonna have to get both of those power ups. It can be done. It can be done, but the potential for failure is pretty high. Okay, we got 2 lives. Probably gonna lose at least one of them to the eggs here. With these eggs, it seems like you just have to get lucky. Because there's so many different ways the creatures can come leaping out of them. And there are several leaps that just seem to be unavoidable. Alright, well, we lost 1 life. We're going to lose another one down here, probably. So this is aggravating. That thing followed me all the way down. I don't like going over to that side of the screen. There's a glitch or something on the right-hand side of the screen where there's something invisible that kills me a lot of times when I go over there. Hey, we made it. We still might game over on level 8, but our chances of making it through the whole game now have greatly improved. There I go. There I go. Almost picking up power-ups. I just can't seem to help myself. I like your Goomba. Thank you, Manu. Yeah. I'm quite fond of that Goomba. It's the largest Goomba I've ever come across, that's for sure. Thought I missed that jump. I don't remember when I bought that Goomba. I remember when I bought the blooper, because the blooper was like an impulse buy. I don't tend to spend a lot of money. Or at least I don't think that I tend to spend a lot of money impulsively, but with that blooper I definitely did. No, don't push me into the abyss. Itarama, welcome in. Thank you for the positivity. I could use it. I could use it. The games have got me feeling a little out of sorts tonight. My Contra practice was going not smoothly, had me feeling a little down. But things are looking up. Who knew Contra could do that? Yeah, I know. I know, it's usually such a feel-good experience, right? It's like a pleasant romp through a meadow. Alright, well, one run of Super C completed. We're going to do one more. And then it'll be Star Tropics for probably the rest of the night. Guess I should change my category now during the sort of credit roll break here. Super C. Contra is like a cool breeze blowing through your hair as your feet stand on hot coals. Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. Alright, from the top, we'll run the timer until our first death. If we can clear it without a game over, that would be a tremendous victory. It'd be a huge win. Let's see if this is the run. This game is so scary. No, if I had aimed better, we might have gotten rid of the helicopter before it got off the screen. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. No, and we lost a life. Terrible. Who put me in the driver's seat? Well, we don't need that timer anymore. At almost any other time, I would say that a death on level 1 is grounds for a reset, of course, but I feel badly about resetting Contra so many times that I think I'm just going to stick with it. And also, I can kind of see the game is deteriorating, so... I just want to see if I can keep going and make it through before it falls apart. No. For anyone who's not usually with us, the policy on glitches around here is as long as the game remains playable, we tend to just roll with it and see what we get to see. If you can't stand to look at a scrambled game, you have my sympathies, but also there will be no relief. Alright, you do only have to fight the green guy. The red guys are completely optional. Surviving until a kill screen due to a cartridge glitching is a win in my books. I like that attitude. I agree with that philosophy. Oh, things cleared up. See, look, sometimes if you just stick with it, it all comes back together. The play through the glitches attitude has been my philosophy since the very first stream. If you go back and watch the archive of my of the very first Agent Frownie stream of Ghosts and Goblins, the game deteriorated. The game fell apart quite badly that night, and I just stuck with it. And kind of like now, eventually it cleared up. It actually cleared up and collapsed several times throughout the playthrough. But that's something we do on this stream that is I'm pretty sure that is never going to change. Okay. I hope we can make it through level 4 without losing a ton of lives like last time. So many bubbles. The bubbles cause me tremendous amounts of trouble. In the first Contra and this one. Yuck. I don't know how I failed to take that guy out. Yeah, when you're getting just like the right pattern for those turrets, it's very nice. Nope, can't make it through here without losing a ton of lives. In fact, we might not even make it through at all, because I've been doing really poorly with this boss recently. Come on, take one of them out. Any of them. We're doomed. Oh, that's so upsetting. I'm just not good enough, my friends. I need my power-ups. I need them. I'm not strong enough to make it. I appreciate the vote of confidence, cows. If you had asked me before I started this, I would have said with absolute certainty that we would get the that we would get the 1 credit clear in Super C before we would get it in the first Contra. Even though I do think that Super C might be the harder game, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which is the more difficult game. I think Super C is slightly harder than the first Contra in like just a try to beat it sort of way. But yeah, I would have been certain, because I'd been practicing Super C a lot more recently. I would have been absolutely certain we would have got the 1 credit clear in this first. And now I'm thinking we're going to get the 1 life clear in Contra before we get the 1 credit clear in Super C. Bubbles everywhere. No, I cannot handle these. I cannot handle these enemies. They're all too much for me. I'm doomed. I know my approach is all wrong. I can tell I'm doing the wrong thing as I'm doing it, but I can't stop myself. My apologies for putting everyone through this. If we run out of continues, which I think we're on our last continue now, if we run out of continues, we will not be starting another run, because I want to have I do want to have plenty of time for Star Tropics. And we did make it through once already tonight, so while it will be disappointing, it won't be the end of the world. What happened? None of my bullets were effective. I guess I was just a little bit off, but that led to a rather terrible situation. It is kind of cool that we survived that though. All right, do we have enough lives to make this happen? Nope. I knew I was throwing that life away, by the way. I just thought, you know what? Whatever it takes, I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to stay here until one of these lasers goes away. All right, my friends. Well, that's gonna end our Contra practice for tonight. A rather disappointing way to go out, but I think we all saw it. I think we all saw that as inevitable based on the way I was playing. I wouldn't say that I brought my Z game to practice tonight, but I definitely brought like somewhere close to my U or V game. It was things did not really go our way. But there's always another night, and that's you're probably gonna see a lot of these two games. Not as much as tonight, but you're probably gonna see a lot of these games on the stream this week. I'm kind of planning to start most of our streams with one playthrough of each game. So roughly the first hour of every stream will be devoted to a playthrough of Contra and Super C. But we're going to move on from this now. We're going to head back to the land of Star Tropics and see if we can make some progress in that game. I am going to take a BRB though between these two and sort of clear my head and hopefully come back ready to take on a really difficult boss, and if we're lucky, make a whole lot of progress. I think you used your Contra powers on the first Contra and ran out for Super C. You might just be right, cows. It certainly feels that way. So thank you very much for keeping me company. Thank you for rooting for me when I was in despair. And yeah, and if you just want to hang around for a couple moments through the BRB, When I see you again, it'll be time for Star Tropics.